Hey traders, Nick here. Today is Monday. Happy holidays to everybody that had a holiday this weekend. I always say happy Easter. I always forget about the other holidays. That's because I almost forget about mine too. So anyway, Friday we were off. Monday we came into an overnight session that was red. So before the market opened, we were deep red, 1.5 or whatever it was. Hey, panic. So we came into, I didn't know what to expect today. I knew a few things. So here's the gist of today. I'm going to share with you what happened, what we did, and how this may be useful to you in the future. So first of all, be ready for the day, have levels, and have a plan. I shared it with my team. And who's my team? I share my screen live. What you're looking at, this, with this, and this, and this. Actually, these are 6 each. So anyway, I have dozens of charts sharing live, minute to minute. Some are 30 seconds, some are 15 seconds, some are 1 minute. You're looking at the SPY 1 minute today. So before the market opens, I have hundreds of people in static chat rooms that are not live, like this one, but this one is a live trading room. And they're all reading my notes, hopefully. So the message was in the morning. So we had a turbulent overnight session. I said, first thing I would expect, wherever we open, most often they like to revisit the overnight lows during the open session. That's just my observation. I don't like it when we don't and we rally. We just leave weakness down below. So that's what happened today. The market overnight was terrible, and then suddenly, opens up twice. It opens up. Look at this. What is this all about? So I said, wait, we need clues. I'm not doing anything. It faded. I was like, okay, boom, we bounced. I said, why did we bounce so high? The lows were in the 434s down here. Why are we not down here? This, by the way, doesn't show the lows. I don't know why. This is TradingView. I see them on Thinkorswim. They're lower. Then boom, they fell apart later. And that's where the game started for us. So now finally they shook out the overnight lows or close to it. In fact, the IWM fell further, a lot further. So now I was comfortable that, okay, now we have a range with which we can trade. So I shared setups, and they played out perfectly. You can be in the room and verify this. You can ask. There were 240 people in the room. So here were the lines I shared. So once I saw clarity and I found patterns, I said, here are the lines I see. I said, this was the Thinkorswim overnight low. This was the action we were playing with. Somewhere around here, I drew these boxes, these lines. And I put this box and I put these words in there, and I posted it in the chat room statically, other than this live session. I said, here's the bullish thesis from here. I think we're going to T1 and T2, two targets, here and here. We were down here. And I'm pretty sure people said, what the heck are you smoking? Because I had people that were short already. They made money. They were short already. They made tons of money, and they booked it. Good job. There were 3 or 4. Some were short the S&P via buying puts. Some were short stocks like Google and Amazon in specifics, I think. So they did a great job. They managed their risk, and they got, in fact, a couple of them got long down here because I shared this. So I said, somewhere in here, there's a buyer. And if I'm right, then the dip should be bought, or you buy the rip above the breakout. And I put the breakout line. I said first here, then here, and this will be the upside. Gets us close to T1. We got to T1, and then we faded. And then I said rinse and repeat with this, and then that got us to T2 and then some. So just so you don't call me a liar, I'll show you one of them. I have it here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so you can see it right here. I drew this before it happened. So we were ready. That's the point. We were ready. So we got to T2 and then some. So, but here's the point. In the morning, when I'm going to have you learn a lesson on somebody else's behalf. When this happened, the people that read my morning note were already prepared. I said I would use ABC. My ABC method is during tough times like these when the VIX is high, if I get a relief rally from like a decrepit situation, I use it to fix stuff. So if I had calls from Thursday that were deep red at the open or overnight thinking, oh my God, what did I do? I made a mistake. And then the rally happens and I was green or even or close to even, I would close. That's the C part, ABC. I would close those losers. Because that's a gift. I can reset them later. Even if they go higher, that was the right thing to do. Somebody in the chat room did not do that, and they regretted it. They probably had 2 opportunities to get out, green or even, and they didn't. So now they know for next time to really read the notes and really what they mean. Unfortunately, that's lesson learned, right? In hindsight. All right, so we caught this from the bottom to the top, and that was 2 different sets of runs, if not 3, in the SPY. So those were wins, right? And then the market did this. So somewhere here, I said, reading the tea leaves in the open interest, that is the second lesson. So the day is ending. The contract expires today. The SPY has a Monday contract. And I was like, and they jumped in and they said, what kind of a lottery ticket do we have? Because sometimes going into the close, they say it's amateur hour. Don't you want to play against amateurs? And that's what we did today. And it paid big time. Not for me. I was organizing the efforts, but somebody else did. So here's the deal. When we were falling, I said, if I was a market maker, I would want the SPY to close at least above 437.10, 437.40, 50, something like that. I said above 438 would be ideal, but we were far away from it by then. I was like, what's going on? Why are we falling? And then a couple of patterns emerged with targets that were 438.15 and 439 almost. I said, that's a stretch. So let me see if I can get some corroboration. And I look left and look at this. I said, wait. We have a sharp bounce. That's all the corroboration I need. So a valid thesis when a bullish pattern shows up. I said I would buy it here, buy it here, buy it here. I said it like 3 or 4 times. I would buy it here and set a stop pain. I said it cost 60 cents to buy the SPX call. I forgot what it was. 90, something like that. 85, just before the close. And it was 60 cents. By the time I finished saying it, it was 90 cents. And then this happened. And then I looked at it. If somebody had bought it, it was $11 or $12 last time I checked. So what happened? People from the chat room took it. So let me see here. Do I have a pasted picture? Yep, I did. So I just pasted this from the chat room. This is what it looked like from the live room. They're watching my screen, 15-second SPY chart, tracking the progress of the SPX. You told us, Nick, that was the 437 thing. I was like, I can't believe they got back to 438. And Sandman said, if it's a 7-bagger, he paid $2. That turned into $9. And he didn't catch the perfect top, but boy, did he nail it. So if you did one contract, you netted $700 in literally maybe a minute. Somebody else did it. Simone did it. I'm pretty sure they weren't alone. And this was an easy setup going into the close. Maybe the last 10 minutes, it all burst. And this is why I assigned the win, actually not so much a win for the Bulls, but a loss for the Bears. They had the Bulls on their heels. The VIX was green late in the day, and then it closed red, and basically the market closed the greenish, flattish green. That's a loss for the Bear. Not so much as a win for the Bulls because it wasn't that impressive. But given the overnight action, man, that was an impressive win. All right, so there were so many lessons inside the day on how options work, like what's the difference between open interest and volume, and how did I not use the open interest anymore late in the day because it doesn't really matter, and what logic got me to see upside pressure in the volume. And when you think about calls and puts from the market maker's perspective, it's clear as frickin' day. And I stuck to my guns. I was like, I still think we need to be over 437, and then this happens. Beep, 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 beep. I would be happy with 437.30 or 10, and I said 438 would be great, and then they took it all away. Anyway, this was a fun day. We'll do it again tomorrow. Maybe you'll be there, maybe you won't. Comment. Keep it clean. Comment in the section down below.